Good morning, my beautiful tribe. How is everybody doing today? Just kind of waking up, getting ready for my day. Already got my mindset work done today. Pretty much done with my coffee. I have like one sip left of it. But done with the coffee. The liquid of the gods, that's what I call it. But this morning I woke up. Several of you, I'm sure, saw that yesterday I did my first aerial silks class, and it was really fun. It was something that was completely new for me. So like I said, I danced my whole life. Hence this is actually my oldest cup that I own, and it's like, when in doubt, just dance. It's my oldest cup, and it was the only one left this morning. And I'm really uncomfortable in this chair. But we're gonna deal with it. I actually want this new cool chair that hangs from the ceiling. However, I need one of my men to come over and hook it to the ceiling so that I don't have to sit in this uncomfortable chair anymore. But that is the random part of this live. That is the randomness of the morning randoms. But like I was saying, last night I went to my first aerial silks class, and it was really fun. I had a really great time. And I danced my whole life, but I had never done anything like this because it's more upper body strength. And so I woke up this morning and I'm like, I'm sore in places I'm not used to being sore in. Like my armpits are sore, like not like down here, but like the actual armpits are sore, which I'm like, I don't think I've ever been sore in my armpits. So this is a new experience for me, new experience. And that really is the message about this part of the live, is the new experience. And it was so fun. And yet it was so freaking challenging. It was really, really difficult. And I found myself like having to breathe in a couple times because I'd like get up in the silks, I'd get in a pose and I'd fall right out. Or like, and there was some other people in the class that were doing all this like cool stuff. They were like wrapping themselves up and flipping upside down. And I was like, yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening today. That's not happening today. I was even struggling with like the going upside down thing. But it was interesting because that newness, that, oh, like I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna make this work, was such a drive. It's such a drive in our lives, and that's really what I'm getting at, is it's such an incredible drive. When you find something you're like, I'm gonna get this shit, I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna make this happen. It might not be right this second, because, you know, by that point my arms were shaking, my body was like, okay, we have had enough, because it had been like a good hour and 15, and I was like, okay, and my muscles are now fatigued, really fatigued. But it was like this persistence, and even the teacher came over and was like, I love your persistence, like you keep going, like you have beautiful ballerina lines, but you just keep going for it, like you're gonna get this, like you have all it takes, you just have to get used to it a little bit. But it was so exciting to have a new challenge, to have something to be like, yes, I'm going to do this. And we see this in our life, we see this in our business, and we see this in our relationships too. So I hear all the time from couples, and I heard it more when I was doing therapy with couples, because I had a lot of Christian couples at the time. A lot of people think that, you know, your main person should be your significant other, which that is fine. But what ends up happening in a lot of couples is like they don't actually branch out and meet other people, which what ends up happening is that relationship becomes stagnant. That relationship becomes stagnant because you're not growing, you're not expanding, you're not reaching out really, and you're not finding like something new and exciting to learn. And in this learning process of like, okay, you're going to go over here and you're going to do this over here and learn from somebody else. And I'm going to go over here and learn from somebody else. And then we're going to come together again. And we're going to share the excitement that we have, which is actually going to bring us deeper, which a lot of couples, they end up doing is they end up doing everything together, and there's no mystery, there is no excitement, there is nothing fun and interesting to share with each other. And what ends up happening is you really lose that connection, you lose the excitement, and truly, if you begin like sharing everything with your partner, you lose that sore muscle feeling in the morning of like, that was fun, that was exciting. But also you stop growing. You really stop growing as a person. You start growing as a relationship, whatever relationship that might be. This could be your romantic partner. This could be a friend. This could be even your kids. I know so many people that are like this with their kids. And what ends up happening is you also lose the mystery and the excitement and the learning process there. And then for your child, you really lose the growing element. But when we bring new things into our life, things that we're excited about but nervous about, like you don't want to go do things just to be like, yeah, I'm gonna go try something new, I'm not really interested in it. No, like find something that you're like, that makes me a little nervous, but it excites me at the same time. But I want to try it, but I want to learn it, but I want to meet that person if it's a relationship. And then that will drive you forward, even if it doesn't work, even if you're like that, and like, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in taking that class again. I'm not interested in using that information that I learned from that workshop. I'm not now that I know that person, like we just really don't vibe. The fact is, it is an expansion process. It is an expansion process, and it is the drive that moves us forward. Learning new things pushes us forward. It is one of our basic human drives. It used to be that we were, as long as our brains have actually changed with all the media, all the new technologies, our actual brains have developed more than at any other point in history. They really have expanded in this way of like, it used to be that if our basic human drives were taken care of, we were happy. We were fully happy, and we're like good with life. However, with all the new technology, which actually has changed the actual biology of the brain, we are no longer happy with just having our basic needs met, or even those secondary needs. We need purpose, we need passion, we need excitement, we need something that drives us forward. And in order to get that drive forward, we need to incorporate new things into our life and have challenges. It's challenges, because yesterday, if I had gone to this class and I like got up there and I was like, yeah, I can do all of this, like, oh, that's easy for me, guess what? I would have been like, okay, I don't need to go back, because I like this isn't fun. This isn't fun. Like, it's not a challenge at all. There's nothing. I'm not working towards a goal. I don't have anything to grow on, which is actually, because I danced my whole life, a lot of times I'll go to like, I used to go to dance classes and stuff, and I'd be like, this is kind of boring. Like, I got this. And I didn't want to go take like master's level classes, because I didn't have, at this point in my life, I'm not interested in that level of a challenging dance. But it really is like finding something that can challenge you, grow you, that's different, that you can really like dive into a little bit. And like I said, like yesterday, it was kind of silly. It was just a new hobby, just a new exercise, but it has reinvigorated my desire to go and do my morning workouts, to exercise more. Not that I wasn't before, but it brings a new spark to things. And that's the key here, is like, it's this spark. So yeah, like find that spark. And yesterday after the class, like I was sweaty, I was like gross, and I was like, I feel fancy as fuck right now. Like I feel really fancy. Like I feel really good about myself. It's an internal feeling. And then I got on my social media. I was doing the scroll. Actually, I was checking messages, because I got some messages from some people who wanted to do one-on-one work with me. But a couple messages I got actually were regarding things that people were telling me I need to go do. And one of them was like, go wear more makeup. You should wear more makeup. You'll look more professional. You should dress differently. People will take you more seriously. You'll look older. which I get told all the time I look like I'm in my early 20s, and I'm not. I'm in my mid 30s, and just keep climbing up that hill. But I get these messages actually quite frequently of people telling me what I should change about my physical appearance to draw people in. And it's really quite an interesting, this like looking, feeling, kind of like, and I'm going to name it like fancy as fuck. This like feeling, it really is more of a feeling. How we feel, we radiate that out. And nobody else gets to tell me or you how to dress, what to look like, you know, what's okay, what's not okay with our physical appearance. And the truth is, I would be totally out of authenticity if I showed up every day with a face full of makeup. If I went and I like caked my face with makeup, which I know many women love makeup. Like they are into it. They're like, yeah, I'm going to do my makeup every single day. I'm going to make sure it's perfect. I'm going to like put all these layers on. And if that's your thing, like that is totally cool. That is your thing, and you are allowed to have that thing. However, I do like that has never been my thing. Like I'm like, here's a little eyeliner, here's some mascara. What I get fancy as fuck about is my earrings. Like I have to have earrings. I can have no makeup on, but I have to have earrings. Like I love my earrings. I always have. They have to be blingy, they have to be sparkly, they have to be just like fun. Because my earrings they give me, I don't know where I got this from, but I love earrings. I do. I always have loved earrings. But because they make me feel good. They make me feel good. And that is something that comes from an internal. It's like, it just makes me feel good. Like, I don't do it for anybody else. I do it for myself because I like it. Just like I have a friend who wears makeup, like serious makeup every single day. And she doesn't do it because she thinks it's a requirement. She doesn't do it because it's like, oh, like I'm ugly if I don't. She does it because it's fun to her. It's like her canvas, her art. And so that is why she does it. However, I see lots and lots and lots of people out there, coaches, people live streaming, just clients, friends, family, that feel that they need to show up. And that could be show up physically looking, or show up from an energetic standpoint, or show up in the way of like doing things that other people desire us to do just for other people. It is this like, okay, well, I'm going to do my makeup. I'm going to dress professionally for you. I got a comment the other day of like, I kept getting these like, show us your legs, show us your butt comments. And I was like, you don't have like, if I feel like showing my ass off, I will show my ass off. If I feel like showing my legs off, I will show my legs off. I have no shame, no concern. But it wasn't like, when I get these comments, I'm like I wasn't there. Like I wasn't there. And so my message with this piece is really to pay attention to why you're doing things, why you're showing up the way you're showing up, why you're making that choice in your life. Are you doing your makeup? Are you doing your hair? Are you dressing a certain way? Are you acting a certain way just to please other people? And does it truly make you happy? Does it truly make you happy? Because the answer is probably no. If you're doing something just for somebody else, I can promise you the answer is going to be no. That doesn't make me happy. That doesn't fulfill me. And on the flip side, if you're doing something and it makes you happy, to not allow others to degrade it. Like, I have a friend and she's got this beautiful hair, and one of her clients consistently is like, why do you do your hair like that? Like, are you just insecure? Is like that why you're going to get your hair done? And she's like, no, bitch, like I like my hair like this, like that makes me feel good. That lights me up. And so to really look at the things that light you up, to not let others' thoughts and opinions really impact that, and just like do you. And to also, on the flip side, check yourself and go, why am I doing this? Like, if you find yourself, you know, every single day doing something and you're like, okay, like this isn't making me happy, like this isn't enjoyable, then why the heck are you doing it? Why are you choosing to step in there? And asking yourself that, getting really clear with yourself and really honest with yourself, because the fact is, like, other people do impact us, but we can make that change to get more authentic with self each and every day. Nobody is 100% authentic. Like, I love when people are like, I'm 100% authentic. And I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. We're always learning ourselves. We're always diving deeper into ourselves. I would dare to say that at no point are we at our deepest selves when we are in our human bodies. Like, it's just not the case. And so we're always learning a deeper self. And so nobody is 100% authentic. And so it's always coming back to authenticity and really realigning with yourself and going, okay, no, like, and I'm using the makeup example, but like, no, wearing like tons of makeup and dressing up just for you guys does not turn me on. Does sometimes dressing up and putting on a little extra makeup make me feel good? Is it sometimes aligned? Yes, it is, but not every day. And so it is like looking at those different pieces. So that is my randomness for today, is to really go and check yourself with kind of how you're showing up and feeling like getting into that feeling of just like fancy as fuck, like whatever you're wearing, whatever you're doing, it is a feeling. When you are high vibing, it doesn't mean you have to look a certain way. It is a feeling. Like I said yesterday, I was like nasty sweaty after this class, and I was like, I'm looking hot. Like, I felt so good. And I was like, I had like sweat dripping out on my face. I was like, yeah, I am not looking sexy right now. And it's cool, but I was feeling it and I was radiating it too. I was totally radiating it. But it was a feeling inside. So it is getting into that feeling. And what things in your life bring about that feeling? And then a lot of times that feeling comes from this drive, this excitement, this turn on to something. And so in order to stay turned on in your life, it is about continually bringing new things, new challenges, new excitement in. And you have to purposely choose that. That's not going to just happen automatically. You have to go and choose to step in a lot of times. So go and do all of that today and try to just expand a little bit more. So, I'm not going to go through all my announcements, but go to my events page at addisonbell.net. I have tons going on. I want to highlight Summer Orgasm Camp in DFW coming up on the 10th. My favorite workshop of the entire year. I love this workshop, so go check that workshop out particularly. And that is at addisonbell.net. There's a little events page. Just click the events page tab and you will get all my comings, goings, everything going on. So I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your day and stop faking it and just go start living it. Okay, guys? I love you and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.